of the BrickTherapy23 channel, and continuing with the Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle Astronomy Tower set 75969. Oh, it's backwards. I still haven't figured out how to do that screen thing. To figure that out at some point. So let's see, built up. I'll keep that up here. I built with you guys, if you catch this later, another greenhouse. So there was a greenhouse in the Jazz Club, if you were watching those live streams, and really cool detail on that with obviously the plants there and the pottery there and the glass door. Such a cool looking part of the build. This goes off to the side, looks like in the far side of the picture. And then we have, this was bag 2, and jumped ahead with bag 2, the main door, entry door, but like the rounded edges here, like stonework, like a Gothic type of building or cathedral type building, old stone building. Got the mesh windows, and then on the inside, some fun detail with, of course, the apothecary or the potions being mixed. So right away as you enter this astronomy tower, there's already like a laboratory going on inside. And of course, this would be great pieces to mod as well. So that's kind of fun. Now there are a lot of loose pieces to this set, so there's more of these very cool shaped pots or vases, and these are supposed to go inside there, but they don't stick to anything. So I just stuck them to where a minifig would sit. And then you also have a, I guess a spell book or a magic book that just is supposed to sit right here. But the moment you move this set or whatever, it's gonna fall off. So trying to think of a way to maybe mod a little piece there to add to the build so it doesn't fall off. So that's bag 1 and 2 recap of the astronomy tower set. All right, let's see here. Not Emerald is here. Tommy's here. Alexandria, welcome, welcome. Not Emerald says, I'm gonna be here just for a bit because I have school tomorrow. I know, Sunday has arrived and all that glorious vacation days have faded away. Thank you, Tommy. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, Tommy, for putting that there. Let me pin that. And already subbed and liked. Awesome. Thank you. Not Emerald. Mayo, welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys here. Hope you're having a, well, I guess either a start to a Monday morning or the end of your weekend. So yes, vacation, Christmas break in the US is wrapping up quickly here, and officially, well, actually some schools still probably have time off. I guess it depends on what school you go to, but some schools don't start back until another week, and then some schools either go back tomorrow or Tuesday. So sounds like Not Emerald, you don't get any of those options. Or no, you get the option to go back tomorrow. All right, bag 3 of the astronomy tower, and no 2026 sets to show off here in the live stream. I don't know about you guys. I have noticed some more of you guys have focused on alternative brick companies and some builds there. Looked like Brick Together was putting together a Lumi Brick set, and Never Too Old for Lego was also working on something that's off Lego brand. So very cool. I still have to check those out. I was curious about one of the Lumi Brick sets, which was like a boxing club. That one looked really cool, the color and everything. Life is starting tomorrow. There it is. Never Too Old for Lego, or Never Too Old for Bricks. There we changed the name. As I said, alternative bricks. Not Emerald says, yes, the worst part is my body refuses to shut off. I know, it's almost like you just tend to go to that vacation schedule, right? Where you're you know, staying up late and getting up late and all that good stuff when you have breaks. There you go. Drink some warm milk, says Alexandria. I like that. Tommy says the Lumi Brick Medieval Puppet Show set. Ooh, another one to check out. Very cool, Tommy. Mayo says getting ready for my 24-hour live stream. Mayo's got apparently a full day full of brick building. How fun is that? Good idea, says Not Emerald. Yeah. And maybe a little brick therapy. The slow progress of me building this astronomy tower will help, I don't know, relax and calm down and get ready for the day, the week ahead. Not Emerald. Never Tool for Brick says, I got a few new huge budget builds I'm doing soon. Okay, so maybe Lego related. And yeah, the 2026 sets. I don't know what it was about this current release with the Creel House, but it's crazy what people have done in terms of secondhand sellers. Some people call them scalpers, where they, you know, they bought a few of those sets and they're already selling them on the secondary market for like double the price or like $100 extra on top of that. If you want the set, if someone wants the set that badly, like why can't you just wait until you get it at retail? Because it's not like that set's old. It's new. It's not being retired. Patience, and then heck, maybe when you do buy it in a couple months, there'll be you might get a chance to earn double insider points. But who knows what people's motivations are. I know the demand for the gingerbread AT-AT was crazy. This little set right here, people are spending way too much money on that thing. So Lego, we like collecting Lego, but we are not giving into the hype. That's just too much. Let's see. Alexander says, looking forward to seeing it. Never Tool for Bricks. Yeah, what are the huge budget sets? Very curious. I don't know how to live stream more than 30 minutes, Mayo says. Not Emerald. Marty, I'm back from the past. Psh, Marty, did you get the DeLorean set by chance? In any case, that set is sold out right now, and the Creel House, I guess, and whatever these 2026 sets, a few of them were in high demand. So I guess when they'll get released again, they'll still be in high demand. So it's crazy. All right, so first thing is building up a cool looking chandelier. I remembered that now, having built one other Harry Potter set, the Great Hall, that, yeah, they have these cool add-ons to the builds and these chandeliers. I think the 3-in-1 castle build that I got in August had a chandelier build to it as well. So you can either use this as a ship's wheel, or in this case, attaching this clip to connect another candle piece to it. Or these almost look like, if you've ever played that game, oh, what's that game? Who Sunk My Battleship, or Battleship? These look like those pins for that game, at least one side, right? There's the white and red side. But anyway, just some fun, interesting details here to point out as we put together the part of a Harry Potter chandelier. And these are the fun little aspects of the mini builds you can get if you are someone who likes to build your own modular or your own type of building mods type thing. Get some ideas there. And the chandelier piece, of course, starting out with some really small pieces here to the build. So yeah, no 2026 sets for me yet. I have on my wish list, I guess you could say, at least, I don't know, a couple of the sets. I like that DeLorean set. That one looks cool. And then I don't know, like I don't watch Stranger Things, so I'm not interested in the Creel House. The new modular, the shopping center looks cool, but that's just devoting a lot of money to a set that will take me away from my goal to get a UCS set, Millennium Falcon or otherwise. And I got curious and started looking on Facebook Marketplace to see what private sellers are selling the UCS Millennium Falcon for. Seems like there's a few decent deals. Like some people are just selling it for the price of the set, which you could just buy from Lego, which I'd rather do if it's just going to be the same price and get insider points. And Rakuten also cash back. I think I saw one guy selling it for $500 or so. So that's still a lot of money, but yeah, trying to see what's out there in the secondhand marketplace. Tommy says, yeah, white was miss, red hit on. Oh, that's right. The white pins were for if you missed, and the red were for the hits. That's right, Tommy. Yeah, these little chandelier pins. This one right here. It's like the battleship pins, right? They should see if they. I guess they didn't patent that design. Not Emerald says, tomorrow I'm going to return to waking up at 7 a.m. to eat breakfast and get ready for life. It's true. Oh yeah, Mayo says, for streaming, I use StreamYard for all my live streams. Break Therapy, if you're available on Saturday, I'd like to invite you on the panel. Oh, that would be fun. Oh gosh, let me think. Saturday is coming up this weekend. I have to look, Mayo. I guess it depends, Mayo, what time, because you're in Australia, so your time. Anyways, depending on the time you choose, it might be actually easy for me. If I show up on a Friday evening, maybe. So yeah, send me a message either through Discord or send me a message through Discord, Mayo. That would be fun. Tommy says, Speed Wheels Back to the Future sold out the first day. Yeah, it did. Speed Champions, right? Hey, Amy. Welcome. Got my money back. My aunt gave me $50 for my birthday. Oh, Amy, you adding up the savings for the Titanic, right? Can we get 10 likes? Let's do this. Marty misses him so much. All right, so chandelier's added. Bag 2 is done. Bag 3 begins for the Harry Potter Hogwarts Astronomy Tower 75969, a retired set, 971 pieces. Less than 1,000 pieces, but this set looks very substantial. It builds or feels like a modular, maybe obviously not as deep a build or as many pieces, but in terms of like the interior sections here, like you're starting to add here, that definitely feels like a modular build. So very cool. I got this set right before it retired. It went on sale off and on a few times, and those are those sets, especially the Harry Potter ones, you definitely want to be patient on. I've seen these Harry Potter sets, especially the bigger ones, go on sale quite often. Obviously it takes time, but if you are someone who's patient, unlike the people who apparently want to buy this new Creel house, then it pays off to wait on these sets. And granted, if it's a set you know, I guess if you want right away and you want to get the orientation right here, you gotta have the build in your hands immediately. Then I guess if it's worth the extra $100, I don't know. There's plenty of other good Lego sets that you could buy before giving into the inflated prices. But yeah, all that to say, someone made a good point yesterday. Don't encourage Lego to and I guess Lego kind of creates this by maybe not making enough of this set, but don't encourage Lego to see, oh wow, look how much people are really willing to pay for these sets, and then Lego continues to raise their prices. I wonder if this Creel house was, if it retailed at whatever it was, like, was it $300? What does it retail at? I can't even remember. What does the Creel house retail at? But if people are willing to buy it at $300, so if people are willing to pay $400 for it on the secondhand market, if Lego put it at that price, I wonder if it would have sold out as quickly as it did. Interesting to think about. So Amy says, I'm not 100% sure I'll get the Titanic because I want to get some muscle. Get some muscle. Interesting. Okay, Amy. I'm not sure what you mean. Marty says, I miss Technoblade so much. I have the DeLorean Lego set. Marty's got the DeLorean Lego set, the bigger one, kind of like the full scale one, or the new one that just came out. That's my cue. Gotta go. All right, Not Emerald. Good to have you here for the start of the live stream. Thanks for joining and leaving a like and all that good stuff. Amy says, I'm not sure I'm going to get the Titanic because I want to get some music. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I'm like, muscle. Hey, Damos. Welcome, 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 welcome to all you guys coming back for the live stream. Hope you had a good weekend. 10 likes is the goal, the initial goal. Looks like we just need one more. So Damos, if that's you, maybe you can leave that like. Or Gianluca is back. Gianluca, awesome to see you back. Let's see. Mayo says my 24-hour live stream will start at 4 a.m. Pacific. I'm starting at 10:30 p.m. for me and streaming at Sunday midnight for me. Okay, so 10:30 p.m. Saturday to Sunday midnight for you. What time zone are you in exactly, Mayo? Does Australia have? I assume Australia has more than one time zone, so I have to look at that specifically. Can we get 20 likes, says Tommy. Let's go. Tommy with the goals. All right, so building up bag 3 here of the Astronomy Tower. Oh, Mayo, that made me think. If you use StreamYard to live stream and then you invite others to join, do I also have to have StreamYard, or can I just use YouTube? Like the YouTube live stream, or do I need a StreamYard app also? That's my other question. So yeah, for 2026, I'm kind of like some of you guys where I'm in no rush to get any of the 2026 sets, especially when, like I said before, there's so many good sets already that are out there to collect. And of course, as I've been saying, my goal is to oops, I skipped a page. My goal is to get a UCS set. So I've got to budget for that and think how long it'll take to get to that price range. I'm thinking actually of the Death Star and also weighing that with the the UCS Millennium Falcon. So crazy, but I keep looking at that Death Star set. I think I'll like the build. And I know some people, we were all critical of it, but of course, I've seen it in person now, and I looked at it, got the Lego catalog, took a look at it a little bit more. Love the minifigure selection. Of course, it's not the detail that people would expect, and I guess you got to be okay with that. And of course, a lot of bigger Lego sets, it's just how it appeals to you. So it appeals to me. Gianluca says, I just finished the Harry Potter set. Awesome. Gianluca, let's go. We got our 10 likes. Happy New Year to you, Marty. Nice. Marty can go and really re-experience New Year's Eve as much as he wants because he's a time traveler. All right, so let's see. We got bag 3 here. I'm trying to gauge some of these steps here. I don't know why I can't focus in on what page or the details of the pages exactly. Some of the so some of the pieces look like they're on a different level, but they're on the same level. Okay, never mind. I figured it out. I'm like, this shouldn't be too hard. I was just saying this feels like a modular, but it shouldn't be as detailed or as complicated as a modular build. But I really like the Gothic look to this build. Kind of got that, if you were ever to go to England and see a lot of the old churches there, kind of the old stone buildings, this is what obviously Hogwarts Castle, the whole compound looks like to me. Damo says, I plan on getting Da Vinci's flying machine. Oh, that is a cool set. I like that one, Damos. There's a lot of those, other details or other sets that come up that I forget about. Yeah, there's that one. There's some architecture sets. The Trevi Fountain is another one. Gianluca says, and finally I can put it on my shelf. Gianluca's got room on his shelf. That's the best part, man. Or you could, at some point, build up a whole mess of a city and put it behind you. It looks more disorganized from that angle. But yeah, I gotta swap out the Christmas sets now and put up the Harry Potter set, and then the Ninjago, make some room for the Dragonstone shrine that I just finished as well. So yeah, and then the other thing is for Lego Star Wars, for saving up for UCS set, there is, I know I get thrown off because I got to keep switching around the position of this thing. There is the fact that if I wait till May the 4th, then maybe there'll be some good GWPs to buy something for retail at that point. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, I forgot to show off the other two minifigures here. So now there's 4 minifigures built up. I think there's 8 total from what I said. So yeah, there we go. We got Hermione, and let's see, let me look at the box here. We got Horace, Hermione, Ron, and of course Harry Potter. So we got Ron and Harry Potter on this side, all with their wands, and there's some extra pieces. I didn't really show what to do with those, so I gave Harry Potter the scissors as well, the shears, and this clear stud piece here that you can use as a cup, I guess, too. And then the owl, Horace can hold on to the owl for now, and then Hermione gets the crystal. So minifigures, the prints on these minifigures is really fun as well. Lots of good stuff in these things. So Alexander says, Damos, that's such a cool build. I love it. Marty says, may the fourth be with you. Yeah, Marty, if I can take advantage of something by May, that would be cool. Amy says, I think I might spend my money on a bass drum and a small DJ board. Wow, quite a difference from getting the Titanic. Amy, that's cool. Some music. Damos says, you didn't read my comment. Oh, what was your comment, Damos? I'm planning on getting the Da Vinci's flying machine, or was there something else? Because I did read that. Tommy says, can we get to 20 likes? We'll see, Tommy. I think right now we need 20 people to be watching. So we'll see as other people jump in. If you forgot to like, please leave a like. Anyone who joined in recently, there we go. We got 11. Thank you for doing that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe you're watching in the background, maybe subscribe, help us get to, we're so close to a very cool threshold in the channel, almost 1,500. I think we need 2 more subscribers to get us to 1,500. So can help us reach these new milestones for the channel, which is fun, and to share this time with you guys and do all that. So and then we'll see what's in store. I gotta come up with another fun commemorative build or something to celebrate that number. It's such a cool number, 1,500. And I know there's bigger channels will have a lot more subscribers than that, but that's okay. Being a small channel with me and my son and sharing and talking Lego with you guys has been great. Gianluca says, I can put my Harry Potter set next to the Avatar jungle. Oh, Gianluca, you got some of those Avatar sets. I've never seen, or I don't think I've seen any of those sets actually built up. They kind of disappeared into the background. Hey, Matthew, welcome. Marty says, can I ask you all in the comments a question? If it's Lego related, Marty, or of course family friendly, by all means. Lego related or family friendly. Those are fair game types of questions to ask. So if you like Lego, remember to leave a like. If you just joined the live stream just now, please leave a like. Our goal is to get to 20. We'll see. You never know. And thanks for joining this Sunday evening live stream, or depends on what time zone you're in. Maybe it's Monday already for you. And for a lot of us, no rush to get to Monday, as some people have their school starting up again, Christmas break coming to an end, back to reality. But at the same time, it's now you're starting up a spring semester, and that's kind of cool. Getting to the spring semester, to spring itself, to spring break, and then the best feeling of all as a student, summer break, right? Summer break comes soon. Sometimes, I guess it depends. It could be in May, it could be in June. Gianluca says, the retired set. Matthew says, do you like the Lego Formula One cars? I do like some of them, Matthew. I haven't really looked at the entire lineup, but I did, if you might have seen it, I did the Ayrton Senna Formula One build maybe about a month ago. So yeah, that one was cool. I like that one, and I found that one on a special deal on Amazon, which I was pretty stoked, pretty happy to get. I found that on a discount. It's usually like an $80 set, and I found that Formula One Ayrton Senna set for roughly $45, I think. I was a bit concerned when I got that set in the mail because I ordered it through Amazon, so Amazon guaranteed it all. But then I was picturing just like a usual Amazon box, but it was sent from a private seller, not the usual Amazon box, which was kind of strange. But then when I opened it, everything was new. It was all sealed bags. The instructions were there. But the box was not. There was no box. So I don't know, but that was interesting. Anyway, worth the price when it's $45. So yeah, I do like those sets. Hey, Cole. We got Cole here. How is it going? Cole's here. Awesome. Alexander says, I own a few Speed Champions. Oh, I'm thinking of the Formula One, not the Speed Champions, but the Formula One. I guess that one's more of an icon set because it's a bigger set, but yeah, I do have a couple Speed Champions. I like the ones, related to a specific theme, like the new one, the Back to the Future one. But I have the James Bond, Aston Martin one, and the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger one. And we have another one that's like a Toyota, but I can't remember that one. That one's older. My son has that one. Amy says, I really don't want to go to school tomorrow. I would like to stay home and play my electric guitar. Yes, that is the fun. The good part is, though, as I said, Amy, you're getting to the second half of the school year. So vacations will continue to flow, and then you'll have Easter break, and then you'll have summer break. And those are the best. The GT40, or the GT40 Ford is a nice one, says Tommy. Marty says, a question we all have been wondering. Why did Technoblade die? I don't know what that one is. Is that a Lego series, Marty? I'll have to see what you guys say. Gianluca says, I have the Mustang Cobra. And Gianluca says, the Toyota Supra. Very cool. Maybe that's the one we have. What color is that Toyota Supra one? It's like the one that we have that's built up is a black and gray car. But yeah, so yeah, some of the Speed Champions are, it's a good series for a couple reasons. If you're a younger Lego fan, it's a good series because they're not that bad. You get a very cool build and sometimes a couple cool minifigures with it, or definitely one cool minifigure as the driver. And you're not spending more than $30, and sometimes they go on sale, so then you get them down at $20 or $22 or even less than that, some of the older ones. But yeah, the builds are great. I enjoyed the ones we built recently because you get to do like a little bit of a Lego built engine for the car, and then all the details on the interior, which were just fun to see how they designed all that for the smaller build. Looks really cool. And you know what? If you're building up a Lego city, those are pretty fun to have as, if you build a raceway in your Lego city, it depends on how detailed you get, or just have, like these cool Speed Champions cars going through the streets of your Lego city, like the James Bond car. That one's pretty sweet to have in your Lego city. You got James Bond, and you know, some other, and then you can have them mixed in with just like the regular cars, the smaller Lego city cars. Oh gosh, like the ones that are all thrown in here. And you know what, that yellow Lego truck, there's like a companion vehicle to that was released too. I don't think it's Speed Champions. I think it might just be Lego City, but there's a yellow Lego van with the same, I think, same theme, and a Lego delivery truck, but a van shaped type size vehicle, which is also cool. Marty says, oh, it's a Minecraft player who is a legend. Ah, okay. You mean like, is this guy someone, Marty, who had his own channel? His own YouTube channel? Oh wow, was it more serious than what Marty's saying? Oh, like he literally passed away. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. Hey, D&M Bricks. Glad to have you guys here. Happy Sunday, or maybe very early Monday morning, or getting close to it. Very cool. We got 13 likes. We're getting closer to Tommy's goal for us. So thanks for that. And we finished bag 1 and 2 of the astronomy tower. So here's the interior part of the beginning entrance, and the outer part. Love this is all sticker pieces, but the build still looks really good. And then there's a greenhouse, which I really like, especially the clear door. Whoops, it's on the other side. The clear door, and then of course you have some ivy growing on the building itself. So those are fun. And of course, you get a series of cool minifigures. Hermione's got the cool, I've never seen a hairpiece like that where you can attach an accessory with the bow on the back. So that's kind of fun. And then yeah, some of the other guys, some cool torsos. And look to these minifigures. A lot of cool minifigures come with the Harry Potter sets. A lot of colorful individual minifigs that you could keep in the Harry Potter universe, or if you're just building up a Lego city, you know, and then you got all kinds of cool civilians you can throw into your city the way you want. D&M Bricks doing the countdown, 14 minutes till Monday in his time zone. Many kids will be bummed, depending on if their Christmas break is over with. Mayo says, I was watching SNF. You don't need StreamYard to access the invites to stream with StreamYard. Okay, very cool, Mayo. So yeah, send me through Discord the time frame the time frames on when it's possible to join. That would be really fun. I've never done a collab live stream before. John Lucas says, it looks like a screen in the movie. That's cool, Hermione. Yeah, I know, this is a cool set and very reasonably priced, getting it on sale now that it's retired. But yeah, I got this on sale just before I retired for about $80. I think that was the price. I think it was probably originally a $100 set. So yeah, Matthew, so this set is retired now, so I don't know what it is in the secondhand market, but I think it was either 100 or 120, and then I got it on sale for like 80 off the Lego website. And it got on sale a few times. I think maybe down to 75 or 78 actually on Walmart. And yeah, it was too tempting to pass up on it, just because I like the build. I like all these structure builds, these kind of modular looking builds, or builds that you can add to a Lego city. And let me make sure, I'm trying to see if I got okay. So I gotta get the roof line on here. I'm trying to see if I'm putting this in the right direction. But yeah, all these, there we go. Adding the arched roof, or what do you call it? The A-frame roof. That's weird. Something's, here we go. off by one stud. I was like, why doesn't it go down easily? All right, so there we go. Well, A-frame roof. It's supposed to. Oh, I guess I should have angled this down already. It won't just. Let's see, let me do that. Trying to angle this correctly, get the roof on correctly. There we go. That was not as, there we go. It looks fun. So yeah, some fun details already, and then it looks like I'll add some spires on the sides here to the astronomy tower. And some more angular builds here to this astronomy tower. So let's see, I am right there in terms of the build, right there in the middle of the tower build. So that's bag 3, or almost bag 3. Still got some interior parts to build, or more, actually more exterior parts to build. D&M Brick says, just picked up the Switch 2, but I traded in so much stuff the system was $0. No way. That's like a $500 console, isn't it? That's pretty sweet. D&M Brick says, oh, D&M Bricks might get invited into that as well. Gianluca says, I have to go to build the Millennium Falcon. Gianluca, I get you, man. That is a fun chore that you have to do now, a to-do item. Marty says, how does it feel that no one knows that you're a YouTuber? I'm not sure what you mean, Marty, or who, maybe you're asking somebody else. D&M Brick says, all day stream. Wow. Hey, Lego Timmy. Psh, what's up, Lego Timmy? Lego Timmy being probably fairly busy. Thanks for joining and being part of this, especially you guys that are in the East Coast time zone or the middle states. Wow. Very cool to see all you guys. D&M Brick says, Mayo says, D&M, as long as it takes you to finish any Lego set you want to build from your backlog. And others have also inquired about joining me. Yeah, Mayo, that'll be fun to join you on the time zone that you think works. So I'm in the Pacific time zone. That'll be fun to see you guys on a collab stream and build. And I don't know, I don't think I've ever finished, no I haven't, I don't think I've ever finished a set. I don't think I've ever finished a live stream or done a whole live stream where I've finished an entire set. So that would require some serious commitment of time. But I can definitely do, maybe I could do the tail end of a build. That way it finishes in the actual live stream. So I'll have to, because on Saturday I've got to visit with family from the afternoon onwards. I'll have to kind of time it so I can be there to do a good chunk of the build in the actual live stream. So let's see. D&M Brick says, I'll have to plan it. Yeah, me too, but that would be great, Mayo. Alexandria says, people know all of us, Marty. I know, I was gonna say, obviously, if we're all in each other's community, we know each other, so there's no anonymity here. If you're talking like fame, then talk to Lego Timmy. Lego Timmy knows people, man. Lego Timmy has got a thriving channel. And it's fun to see you guys here. So thanks for the 14 likes. I am close to, if there's anyone new in the background, please leave a like and subscribe. I think I need 2 more subscribers to get to 1,500, which is a fun number. The flux capacitor. Oh, we're talking about a Back to the Future. A Back to the Future item there. Demos, thanks for being here, man. What do you mean flux capacitor? It'd have to be the time travel thing. When you have an answer, you can DM me on Discord, Brick Therapy. I'll DM you the invite on Discord 24 hours beforehand. Awesome. All right, Mayo, that's perfect. That's perfect. Lego Timmy says, the funny thing is I don't consider myself a big YouTuber. Actually, I don't want to be, probably none of us want to have that notoriety, because then you lose your privacy, honestly. You guys ever hear of, you might have, that there's that one guy who, his YouTube channel got really big. My kids found him and really enjoyed his channel. We watched it too. The Outdoor Boys guy, the guy who does a lot of camping and kind of survival type camping out in Alaska. And then he did a lot of fun, just like projects at home too. When we first found his channel, I think he was big on fishing and yeah, making some fun projects with his kids. It was just a good kind of, you know, family friendly YouTube channel. But then he got super popular. Like he would post something and, you know, like millions of people would watch his videos over the course of a couple days. So, or yeah, whatever the stats were, they were pretty impressive. But yeah, he had to back out of that, or according to what he said, seen him interviewed, he just said, I have to, it was too much. I was losing my privacy, my private life, because anywhere he went, people were would recognize him, and I don't know, but that's a hard one to deal with. I know he's very successful, but at the same time, that has its price, where you can't just go out into public and, you know, do your own thing and not have to worry about that kind of recognition. So I just make videos with an amazing community. That's exactly it, Lego Timmy. That's exactly it. DNM Brick says, I want 100,000 K, or I want 100,000. Very cool. That's just a goal to have. Yes. Lego Timmy, I think your 37,000 is at least more than anyone else here. That's for sure. But it's fun to see you guys here. It's glad I've met all of you guys through this medium, right? Through YouTube, and seeing, just, yeah, getting to know other people, other Brick fans, Lego fans, doing this hobby that I've started up with my kids. And of course, their interests kind of come and go. They still like Lego, but obviously they want to be more anonymous. But yeah, it's been fun to, especially over the summer when we started live streaming on a regular basis, to meet all you guys in the community. So I can't complain. I like this type of setup, and it's fun to see what you guys are working on project wise, get your ideas on builds and your knowledge on Lego sets, your knowledge on Lego history, and then yeah, just any other random family friendly topic that comes up, and then share in the design part of the build. So this is becoming more detailed than I was thinking so far. This looks very cool. Am I right about that gap though? That gap bothers me. I think I need to move. I think I need to figure out if I missed something here. Seems like, forgot to put a flat plate underneath. I'm like, that gap looks too big for those sloped bricks right there on the side. But there's no stud connection on the side there. Okay, that seems better. There we go. Now that looks more flush. Okay, cool. So yeah, Lego Timmy says, I haven't done an official face reveal. Alexander says, that's why a lot of streamers won't do face reveals. Yeah, that makes sense. DNM says, GameStop had a straw hat I wanted, but it was $25. Lego Timmy says, GameStop actually sells Lego. Didn't they used to have, speaking of GameStop and Lego, didn't they have those sets that you could buy? I forget what it was called, but they were Lego figures you could buy, and then it would be something that it had a connector to your game console. Because we bought, there was a Bart Simpson minifig that went into a game, and you actually built the minifigure. And then I found a cool Gimli from Lord of the Rings build also. Oh, and a E.T., like that movie E.T. So yeah. Mayo says, it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. Everyone who wants to join me is invited for the whole time. Just come join me whenever you have the time on Saturday. Well, that makes it easy, Mayo. I can do that. Marty says, all right, going back to the future. See you, Marty. give you a high five. See you, Marty. Yo, 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 says Tungus Viguda. Oh my gosh, did I say that right? Tungus Viguda. Welcome. Thanks for the 15 likes, guys. Mayo says, I remember when GameStop sold exclusive Jurassic World polybags. Oh, that's cool. Man, there's so many different types of collector's items, I guess you could say, Lego related. Like I remember just a few years ago, or maybe 5 years ago now, they did the BrickTober sets where you could get like a minifig pack of, you know, special five figure or minifig pack. I think it was through Barnes and Noble, the bookstore out here. But yeah, I got a couple, or maybe I just got one of those. But I know they did that for Harry Potter, and then they did that for Marvel. And I bought one that included like some of the famous MCU characters, like the Winter Soldier and Vision, and just some other MCU characters that you didn't necessarily you could find in a Lego set. But yeah, those poly bags that come out. But yeah, I don't think they do the BrickTober sets anymore. Those were cool. Any Barnes and Noble still sells Lego, but they don't do those type of things. So yeah, some fun stuff there. It's been a while since I went to GameStop, says D&M Bricks. Tungus Figuda says, no, you didn't. No, I didn't do what? Did I not say your name right? You have to like spell it phonetically or something, I guess. Or is it ton? I don't know. You'll have to spell it phonetically for me. Like a year or more, says D&M, to go into GameStop, I assume. GameStop went out of business in my neighborhood. There's still a couple out here. But they are few and far between, I guess is the right way to say it. You got to travel far. Although I think it's the same. It's just called Game. Where we lived in Europe, they still had the same concept. So I'm assuming it's the same type of store. But in Europe, there was Game, just not GameStop, but just called Game. But same thing, same look of the store and everything. Small little shop, usually in malls, not like a standalone store. But I thought GameStop also, they're part of that crazy, that stock market, or there was some crazy like public buy. They created a huge run up on their stock price. Like a couple guys did that, and then they profited big time, and then it like the bottom fell out and people started to sell the shares, something like that. D&M Brick says, I live in a place where it's one of the few places to actually go. D&M Bricks in a small town, it sounds like, I guess. I don't know. D&M Bricks, what would you say? What's the closest Lego store to you? Like Brick Together said they got to travel 900 miles, I think it was, from where they are to, I guess the closest Lego store to them was in Colorado from where they lived, which that takes a commitment. That's definitely a lot more fun to go to a Lego store when you know there's none near you, and you get to go to the hub, so to speak, the hub of Lego fandoms. So for us in the West Coast here, we can get to a couple of them fairly easily, aside from dealing with traffic. But yes, that's crazy when you are out there far away which is probably also nice too, like more rural area. But yeah, getting to a Lego store is crazy. D&M Brick says about an hour and a half. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. But yeah, not a day-to-day type of thing. That's probably about the same for us because of the traffic we have to travel, get through here, being in California. All right, so bag 3, adding some more of the rounded tower effect of the build here. This is the part that's really cool to see. So all these little slope plates will be panels on the side to put together this or more rounded look to the build. Wait, let me see if I get this right. This is not, there we go. So yeah, more rounded pillar type look. And again, that's the fun part. If I ever decide to make my own mod of a building, this would, or mock, I should say, any mock of a building, these are the kind of builds I really like, because then get the idea of what you can do with certain pieces to create a good mock. And I'm finding these are probably some of the most valuable pieces here. These upright stud builds, these sideways build type studs, these are key pieces right here to have. That way you can attach things vertically as well, not just like heavy up on the brick, the regular traditional brick build. And then of course add some decoration and all that good stuff if you're building up a mock. So for a Lego store, Dean and Bricks got an hour and a half. The crazy part is, like I said in our January 2nd video, we went to the Lego store the day after New Year's, and that's where I realized how crazy the January 1st release day was, because people were, whatever they could get their hands on, were buying whatever was left in the Lego store. I don't know. People must have got a ton of gift cards or just, you know, Christmas money, because we went in there, you couldn't find any of the big sets like that. Usually you'd see all the UCSs, you'd see the Titanic, you'd see the Avengers Tower, you'd see like half the modulars. They were all gone. Like we went in there, the UCS Millennium Falcon and one UCS Death Star were on the shelves, and about 20 minutes later the Millennium Falcon was gone. They had the new Ninjago 15th anniversary town, or whatever that thing's called, that $400 or that $300 set. Oh, what's it called? Now I don't want to mess up the name. The 15th anniversary Old Town set. It was on the shelf. There were like 4 or so, and I don't know what happened, but you know, within the hour we were there, gone. And then all the new January 1st sets, all the new Ninjago sets were gone. The Blacksmith one, the Speed Champion sets were gone. The only thing left on the shelves that was new was the new modular, the shopping center, but it was disappearing. And yeah, the Creel house was totally gone. I mean, it looked like there must have been where they sold it the day before, because it was in a display case, but all the minifigures were knocked over, and the GWP looked like it was ripped out of the case. It was crazy. So lots of interesting stuff. Are you considering to buy the hospital wing to this set? Alexander says. You have to look at that. Alexander, you asked me that before, and I thought I knew which set you were talking about, but I don't think I do. Do you have the set number for that? I need to look that up. Because, what was it? Over the years, Lego has been putting out a series of the entire Hogwarts Castle compound with all the buildings separately. And I started to get a few of them because they were really good prices. They would go on sale. We started with the Great Hall, then I got this and another set. I can't remember, but I can't remember. The hospital wing I might have. It was a smaller set, wasn't it? Not as big as this one. There's one I need to see if it's in my backlog. But the minifigures on that one, actually it's a lot, quite often with the minifigs, with the Harry Potter set. Like I don't know the Harry Potter story, the lore behind it very well, or at all. But when it comes to Lego, it's like Ninjago. I love Ninjago City. I've seen the Ninjago City movie, but I don't watch any of the Ninjago shows. But the theme and the sets are so cool. Oh, there we go. 76463. Let me look that up. So Harry Potter 76463. 76463. What does that set look like? The hospital wing. $100 set. Oh, cool. No, I don't have that one. Okay, that looks really cool, Alexandria. Is that one out? It's on back order. Oh, so is this a new one? This one's on back order. Like I said, there's no ratings on it, so it must be new. There was another one that had, when you said hospital wing, there was another set I got that was smaller, but it had like a first aid area. Ooh, it's got a cool looking armoire closet type thing and a hidden room behind it, or at least a sticker room behind it. Oh, it's got those cool bunk beds. Yeah, that one, if that goes on sale, that might be one to get. Hey, Justin, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the 16 likes, guys. So if you're new to the channel, leave a like the Brick Therapy with all his accessories here and his sig figs, Brick Therapy Senior, Brick Therapy Junior there, or Little Brick Therapy. And I think Gianluca requested I put these guys on there yesterday, if he's still, or maybe he left. But yeah, very cool. That set looks really good, Alexander. Another one to add to the wish list. I don't know. Harry Potter is one of those sidebar themes for me, which, you know, it's kind of like, it's all about aesthetics and minifigs. So I don't know the story, but if the set looks cool, like this astronomy tower, for example, then it just became, a must buy. So I might have to at least add it to the wish list and then see what to do next. As I continue to add to this. This is the part, whoops, just as I was saying that, I just dropped a piece. But this is the part of Harry Potter where you lose things, like these little spire steeple pieces right there. Man, those things get knocked off on we have the Hogwarts castle. And let me show you guys. We have the Hogwarts castle over there. And I knock into those things all the time. And the spires fall off, so anyway. You can see more of our collection on the sidewall there. So parts that I don't think I've shown you guys before. Justin says, hello to everyone. I have the Harry Potter castle. All Hogwarts. Awesome, Justin. Very cool. All right, looks like I must have dropped more than one piece because I don't see the other rounded piece to add to this tower. What in the world? How can I be missing? How can I be missing that? Anyway, I'll find it later. Just building up some. These remind me of Classic Space, actually. These are like the rocket boosters that you would attach to, if you had a Classic Space set, you know, the very back, the rocket boosters on the back. Glad to see some of these classic pieces still there in the Lego universe, I guess you could say, still being used. Of course, all the general universal bricks are still around, but yeah, these sometimes you wonder if certain pieces will stay or just get retired. But yeah, it just reminded me some cool old school pieces in the Harry Potter collection here. Ooh, I gotta do two of these giant spires. So again, another idea for a modification or a mock build, or you know, these type of things. You could build like a palace type build with this. Of course, the colors are very specific to Harry Potter. Now, how does this thing attach anywhere on the bottom, or just goes on there? Oh, missing a step, that's why. So that's cool. So I got these. Like the detail already for that. Okay, so thank you guys, 18 likes. Very cool, very close to Tommy's goal here. Hope you guys are having a good, found the piece. It was hiding underneath the radar dish. the radar dish slash Harry Potter base of the dome piece here. And thank you guys for joining me here on your Sunday night or early Monday morning. And if you're just being a night owl, thanks for joining me, especially before some people have school to go back to tomorrow. What am I doing? I built up a section. Did I do it right? Oh my gosh, now I'm thrown off. Oh, anyway, let me build up this. I'm like totally messing up on, I'm like, find one piece and then another piece goes missing on me. But how am I missing a rounded piece here? The mystery of sometimes you open a bag for a set and then it's not there. Is it hiding? Did I cover it? All right, whatever. So let's see here. Oh, that's what I did wrong. I attached it to the wrong. Totally confused. I used the wrong piece for the wrong spire. That's why it looked all wonky on one side. Okay, there we go. Back in business. Put the wrong piece because I'm too busy talking on a live stream, go figure, and got confused with the pieces here. But these, I just love these, seeing these classic space pieces get back used again in the build here. All right, finishing up the spire pieces here. And lots of detail in bag 3. Still the same structure, I guess the Great Hall entrance to this. But yeah, that looks, I like that look. And now that Alexandria brought up that hospital ward, that's fun. I gotta see, I guess these all connect in some way to all these other builds together. So let's see here. Oh, here we go. All right, just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I got some extra pieces here I gotta sort out, but there we go. 19 likes, we just need one more like and we'll have 20. I missed a couple pieces here, but I'm not sure where I skipped a step because there's no way these are extra pieces. Where did some of these sections go? I'll have to look. This is the part in the live stream we get self-conscious because you're like, how did I mess that up? Coop's here. Psh! Coop says, how are you tonight? Hey, Coop, thanks for being here. The astronomy tower, Justin says, I think that's a smiley face. German assistant, Dan, I released part 2 to the building, the Lego Jango Fett Starship. Alexandria saying hello to Coop. I'll check it out shortly, says D&M Bricks. There we go. Mayo says, changing my laptop so I'll listen while moving stuff. Very cool, Mayo. Silly Bird, this is a cool set. Yeah, thank you, Silly Bird. I think my friend has it. I don't use decals rarely. So yeah, so bag 1 through 3 of set 75969, the astronomy tower. This is a retired set, but there's the set that Alexandria mentioned that I want to check out now. Oh my gosh, stop opening these images. The hospital wing to this Harry Potter collection to everything, and it's cool. It's got stonework on the bottom. And let's see, set number 76463. So that's one I got to check out. But got the greenhouse built up. And then kind of like this is kind of the side build. Looks like these guys connect through these pins here, which I'll do later. And then the only part I don't like is there's quite a few smaller pieces, like details that don't attach, like this book that you gotta, if you're moving this set, you could easily lose. And so far, out of the 8 minifigures, I got some really good ones here. We got Harry Potter, Ron, and Hermione. And it's the torsos, the faces, everything looks, and these are all two-sided faces, so you can switch the expression. And Horace with the owl. Lots of good stuff there. So thanks guys for joining me on this Sunday. Hope you have a good start to your week if you're still on vacation, or maybe going back to school or whatever. Thanks for joining me here at the tail end of the live stream. Justin and Silly, Alexandria, D&M Bricks for sticking through the whole thing. Mayo, thank you D&M Bricks. German Assistant, Cooper Lee's here. So just talking to you guys. Looks like Marty was here for a little bit and then signed off. Lego Timmy. Thanks to all you guys. Have a great start to your new